Okay, first things first. I wanted to first apologize for my messy basement, and you know, got a lot of projects going here. Well, anyway, here is the rudder where it got damaged. If you can see here, this is really the only part that's actually damaged on the wood. You know, easily be pushed back out and fixed, and then add a little bit of covering. I took the tape off I had here just so you can see the whole picture here. You know, everything's good. The elevators here, they are detachable, and they run a system on the outside, so you would have to take your linkages off here just to remove them. Not a big deal, but not that convenient for quick transportation. But overall, you can see that this is in pretty good shape. I apologize again once for the shaky video. My wife was going to help me, and she decided to run out and do some shopping. So here I am doing it. But I'm going to include the spinner here with it as well. But if you look closely on the back plate, you know, it is matching paint, but there's a couple little chips on there. You know, I was going to sand them off and just have a black back plate. It is carbon fiber. I'm running a Vest 24B on my 60. You can run whatever you like. You know, everything sits in there nice and clean. And with the 50, if you decide to get the 50 as well, the spark plug is not going to come out straight down. It's going to come out to the side. But you can see there that it's all cut for that as well. And it doesn't look bad. Everything's, you know, nice and clean. I do have the vent line just coming straight out, and that's where the muffler's coming out. It's actually coming out of the fuse and not the cowling. So the cowling is pretty uncut besides the two spark plug holes. You know, it's got carbon fiber gear, nice tires. You know, you don't have the junky foam stuff. Oh, and right here is where it was repaired. You know, it doesn't look bad at all. All color matched, and it was really just a simple fix, not a big deal. Right here is some vent holes for the canister that's in there, which does very well with this 60. And you got the thunderbolt going across the bottom. Okay, I'm going to try to do this all in one shot, so there's going to be extra shakiness in this video, just so I can just do a quick upload. You know, I'm not selling this plane because it flies poorly or anything. I just really need to thin down this herd a little bit. You know, I have a bigger sbach sitting back there, which I'm building. This really is a great flying airplane. Right here is my brand new DA-50. You can see it's all in real good shape. That's brand, you know, there's this gasket that came with it. It's still fresh and hasn't even been pressed down yet. You know, you got your spark plug, prop bolts, everything right there. The only thing that I would say that would consider it not new anymore is I did solder the JR plug onto the ignition, which, you know, standard JR plug. But, you know, I'd be happy if someone did that for me, because one less thing to do. But, you know, you can tell right here there's no wear marks on the spark plug wire or anything. I am going to include the correct standoffs. I did forget to mention to anyone I've talked to so far. So it'll, you know, bolt it right on, 60-50, same bolt pattern. 60 mounts on wood, 50 uses regular metal standoffs. You know, not a big deal. So you'll just pop it off and be going with it. This airplane does run, you know, standard carbon fiber wing tube. You know, so you can see it's all in good shape. It's not splintered, not sanded down or anything. I do have brand new wheel pants right here. They still got the styrofoam stuck to them. All painted, matching, ready to go. right here is the brand new rudder. Can't see this at all, huh? Alright, brand new rudder. As you can see, the trim is not here because you want it to match when you put it on, right? So all that stuff is right here in this little envelope. You do have the new composite horns right here, so and extra hinges. So if you take it apart and decide you just want to go with new hinges on there instead of cutting out old ones or whatever, you got them. You know, simple as that. It does run a simple wire system after you get this all set up, so you can just remove your rudder simply by pulling that. It's locked down at the bottom, right by the tail wheel, and you can see it's just a piece of music wire going all the way through. And if you're watching this video, you know exactly what happened, so we're not going to go there again and bring up things that make me angry. Right here are the wings. You can see Lycoming Motors is missing a G. That's because we had to cut in here, and we did modify these wings because this piece right here of sheeting got cracked. So we cut it out, modified the wings while we were in there so we can do the Aeroworks Challenge, which is a 50cc race if you're not familiar. So you can see in there that they've been lightened up a little bit, and they do have carbon fiber supports instead of running full wood ribs through it. You know, same on this one, and they're slightly different. Let me get some focus here. There we go. You know, you can see that we lightened these wings up. They are very light and very strong. You barely get any wing flex on a high G corner. We did do a little practice race with it, and it's very reliable. You can see where I set things up, and it's pretty ballistic the way it's set up right now. We're on the middle hole on the horn. On the ailerons, we're on the same, actually all the way through middle horn. Let's go inside. Oh, let me show you these servos here before I pop everything off. These are brand new servos. I have not used them. They have not been in the air. And they are 8611s. Digital servos. Very nice. I believe I paid about 120 bucks a piece for these things. And used, they're selling anywhere from $75 to $95 used. These are new, but I do have composite arf horns put on some of them. I do have the center screw for them all, so you won't be missing any of the hardware. But, you know, you do know you should probably like to go with nice metal SWB or Hanger 9 metal arms on the plane like I did. It's always a good idea. Alright. Okay. Here we go. We got the inside here. I did mount my throttle right to the side there. And let's see if we can see in here a little bit. You can see how we had to cut out the firewall to allow for the carb and everything. You know, typical 50cc stuff here. I do run all SmartFly products, so we are running, you know, SmartFly ignition cutoff and ignition regulator, because I like to run lithium-ion batteries. We do have a spark switch, and the light I will be taking out, so you won't have that. It's part of my ignition cutoff. And same with my pin and flag switch here is going to be coming out. And of course, you know, my super reg and these servos, because I can't give these servos away. But, you know, all in all, simple setup, but it's also other extra stuff that normal people don't need in their airplane. It's just what I like. This plane balance is pretty easy. It's well under, I have to believe, 18 pounds without checking my notes here. Don't want this video to run over too long. What else did I do? Oh, I did add some micro ballooning around these cowling bolts, because it does have a cowling ring, so you have a nice, you know, clean connection between the cowling and the fuse. That was simply just so I didn't have the bolts going through the cowling ring there and falling apart. You know, Same on the sheeting. Put some micro balloons in some spots that might get weak, you know. This camera really intensifies it. You can see it real nicely there. But so if you want the combo, basically you're just going to need a prop, and I would say get some nice servo arms. I'll give you the ones with the composite arf setup on them, but I'd still go with a nice metal arm. And I think that's about it for it, really. Got the cowling, the canopy here. You know, very nice lightweight canopy. They put a foam floor on it, so you can set a nice pilot in there. There's no back. So, you can do what you like. Set it up any way you want. Go with a scale look, go with a racing look, or, you know, keep it light for 3D. But, you know, it's definitely a nice shape. It doesn't have many flights on it.